What is up, guys? John the Retro Bro here, and we're going to go ahead and do a little something different. We're going to do a review of the Gamerztek 8-bit HD video game system. This is a NES clone put out by Gamerztek. It is their HD model. If you've been subscribed to my channel, if you go ways back, I did an actual review of the just regular NES clone without the HD. This is their HD version. So essentially, what do you get in the box? So what do you get? You get the Gamerztek console, obvious right here. Looks very much like the original that they had. Very solid build. This one is built much better, I would say. It is a better quality than their previous composite model. They did update the controllers. So now you get two of these style controllers. They're actually very good controllers. I like these a lot better than the standard clone controllers. These are actually really nice. In fact, I'm going to see if they have a USB version. The cool thing is they do give you some composite if you do want to hook it up to a CRT. And then of course your power. It's actually plugged in right now, so I don't have that, but you do get a power. And then the HDMI cable. I'm using another one at the moment, so that is the spare. So you get the box, console, two controllers, and all your hookups. I'm going to go ahead and do something a little bit different. I'm going to go ahead and just show gameplay footage of this. You guys know I'm all about emulation, so I'm going to just go ahead and show the gameplay footage and see how it holds up to something like a Raspberry Pi. So we're going to go ahead and do a side-by-side comparison. I'm not going to do any commentary during the next few minutes of just gameplay footage, and then I'll come back with my final thoughts. Let's go check it out and see what this guy does. Alright guys, so final thoughts. I think it's a pretty cool little console, I'll be honest with you. I got this from Gamerztek, and one of the biggest things I was interested was, as most of you know, most of my retro gaming is done on the Pi, but I do have some homebrew games and some actual first-party games, new NES games by other developers. Haunted Halloween 1985 is another one, and you know, I'm not for like dumping those ROMs because that company is still making money off of that game, so I'd kind of feel like a cheese ball, you know, dumping that ROM and emulating it. So I like to help out those smaller companies. Unfortunately, this doesn't play that very well, so that's kind of a bummer. I'm hoping it might play some of the other ones. I've been interested in some of the Pico Interactive games, but that's besides the point. The best feature I would say is it is durable. It does output nicely to the HD, and there's like zero input lag whatsoever. There's probably less input lag on this than playing my HD Raspberry Pi or Raspberry Pi 3 to HD. So if you're really concerned about input lag, there's not an issue there on this. The controllers are a very good build. Again, like I said, I'm going to see if they have actual USB for these. Downside, honestly, as you can see, the game emulation really seems to be hit or miss. Mario 3 didn't, in my opinion, did not sound good, did not look good, and you know, the color was slightly off. But then you look at Star Tropics, color was a little bit better, sound was a little bit better, and then Kabuki. I mean, honestly, Kabuki Quantum Fighter, I didn't really notice too much of a difference. So it does seem to be like there's quite a bit of variance within the games. But I mean, overall, if you're just looking for a cheap HD version, you're you know, I would say this isn't a bad bet. Personally, I'm not really big into these clone consoles. I mean, like I said, I wanted it really to play the Haunted Halloween series and some of the other homebrews. But I mean, my final opinion, I would probably just spend the 15 or 20 bucks and just go the 15 to 20 bucks extra and just go buy a toaster, just go buy a regular NES, because at least you know, hey, you're not going to have any issues. And I could tell you that playing a toaster on an HD TV with composite, I've had zero input lag playing some of those. So, and you know, you're going to get a 100% conversion rate, so all your games are going to play. This is a little bit of a gamble. I understand the trend, the fad of the HD consoles, and I think this is just a victim of that trend. It's a nice little console. I might leave it hooked up. It's pretty cool just to show people, but I really don't think it's too practical. But like I said, having said that, as far as it being one of the HD clone consoles out on the market, I think it does hold its own. There are certainly worse out there, and there are certainly better HD clone consoles. So that's my final opinion. I'll go ahead and just let the video and the gameplay footage just really speak for itself on this one. You guys make a final decision on your end. I just kind of wanted to highlight it. You guys know I'm about emulation, so it was pretty cool just to see the, you know, how it holds up against different types of emulation. It would have been pretty cool to actually compare it to a real NES. I'll leave that to a bigger YouTuber or somebody else, but I actually don't have a NES at the moment. I have a top loader that's tucked away. So anyways, guys, like the video, share it if you can, comment below, be nice, don't fight, and thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next video.